An American woman, lured by love, traveled thousands of miles to Pakistan, only to discover the shocking truth. She had been catfished. How did this happen? Who is the man behind the deception? And what happens next? Stay with us as we uncover the unbelievable details of this story. This is the story of Victim's Name, a woman from the United States who believed she had found true love online. It all began on social media or dating app, where she met a charming man from Pakistan named Catfish's fake name. For months, they talked daily. He sent her poems, promised her a beautiful life, and even convinced her that they were soulmates. But there was one problem. He refused to video call her properly, always blaming bad internet. Despite the warning signs, Victim's Name was deeply in love. So much so that when Catfish's fake name begged her to visit Pakistan and start a life together, she booked a flight without hesitation. Excited and nervous, Victim's Name arrived in Pakistan, expecting to meet the man of her dreams. But things didn't go as planned. First, Catfish's fake name was not at the airport to pick her up as promised. Instead, a different man arrived, claiming to be his cousin. He told her that fake name was busy and that he would take her to meet him later. Hours turned into days, and excuses kept coming. He's stuck at work. His phone is broken. He will meet you tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. Something was clearly wrong. Feeling trapped in a foreign country, Victim's Name decided to investigate. With the help of local authorities and some tech-savvy friends, she traced the truth about Catfish's fake name. And here's where it gets insane. Catfish's fake name was not who he claimed to be. He wasn't a successful businessman or a hopeless romantic. He was a scammer who had done this before. Not only was he deceiving Victim's Name, but he had also tricked multiple women into sending him money, gifts, and even visas. She was devastated. The man she had loved never even existed. It was all a carefully crafted illusion. But what happened next? Did she confront him? Did she manage to return home? These questions lingered in her mind as she navigated the complex and often overwhelming aftermath of the situation. The emotional toll was immense, and the fear of the unknown loomed large. She had to muster every ounce of courage to take the next steps. With the help of authorities and the U.S. Embassy, Victim's Name was able to escape the situation safely and return home. The process was not easy. It involved numerous phone calls, meetings, and a lot of waiting. The authorities were supportive, but the bureaucratic hurdles were daunting. She had to recount her ordeal multiple times, each retelling reopening fresh wounds. Yet, her determination to get back home kept her going. But this experience changed her life forever. It wasn't just about the physical journey back home. It was about the emotional and psychological scars that would take much longer to heal. She found solace in journaling, reflecting on her experiences, and seeking therapy. These steps were crucial in her path to recovery. She realized the importance of mental health and the need to address trauma head-on. This story is a wake-up call. Online romance scams are more common than you think, and predators prey on emotions. They exploit vulnerabilities and create elaborate schemes to gain trust. It's essential to be aware of the red flags and to educate ourselves and others about these dangers. The digital age has brought us closer, but it has also made us more susceptible to such threats. If something feels off, trust your gut. Intuition is a powerful tool, and it's often our first line of defense against potential threats. If a situation or a person seems too good to be true, it probably is. Always question inconsistencies and be wary of anyone who tries to rush a relationship or asks for personal information too soon. Always verify identities, never send money to strangers, and never travel alone to meet someone you barely know. These simple yet effective precautions can save you from a lot of trouble. Use video calls to verify someone's identity, and be cautious about sharing personal details. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. What do you think about this shocking story? It's a stark reminder of the dangers lurking online. Have you ever encountered something similar or know someone who has? Sharing these stories can help raise awareness and prevent others from falling into the same traps. Have you or someone you know ever experienced something similar? Your experiences and insights can be invaluable to others. By talking about these issues, we can create a community of support and vigilance. Let's help each other stay safe in the digital world. Let us know in the comments below. Your feedback and stories are important to us. They not only help us understand the extent of the issue, but also Gap 5S. Online scams are becoming increasingly sophisticated. It's crucial to stay informed and vigilant. Scammers often use emotional manipulation to exploit their victims. Always verify the identity of the person you're communicating with online. Use reverse image searches and be cautious of anyone who refuses to video call or meet in person. Remember, scammers can be very convincing, but there are always red flags if you know where to look. Protect yourself and your loved ones by staying educated about the latest scam tactics. Share this information with friends and family to recognizing red flags. In today's digital age, where our lives are increasingly intertwined with online interactions, it's crucial to be aware of the potential dangers lurking in the virtual world. The internet offers a vast array of opportunities for connection, but it also opens the door to those with less than honorable intentions. Understanding and recognizing red flags in online interactions can save you from a lot of heartache and trouble. Gap 5S. There are several red flags to watch out for in online interactions. These warning signs can manifest in various forms, and being able to identify them early on can help you avoid falling into traps set by scammers or individuals with malicious intent. It's important to stay vigilant and trust your instincts when something feels off. If someone is overly complimentary, showering you with praise and affection right from the start, it might seem flattering, but it's often a tactic used to lower your defenses. Genuine relationships take time to build, and excessive flattery can be a sign that someone is trying to manipulate your emotions. Shares personal stories too quickly, or asks for money, these are warning signs. When someone you've just met online starts sharing deeply personal stories or experiences, it can create a false sense of intimacy. This is often a strategy to make you feel closer to them and more willing to share your own personal information. Additionally, if they start asking for money or financial assistance, it's a major red flag. Scammers often use sob stories or emergencies to elicit sympathy and financial help. Trust your instincts and don't ignore these red flags. Your gut feeling is a powerful tool in detecting when something isn't right. If you feel uneasy or suspicious about someone's behavior, it's important to take a step back and reassess the situation. Don't let the fear of being rude or judgmental prevent you from protecting yourself. It's better to be safe than sorry. Taking precautions and being cautious in your online interactions can save you from potential scams and emotional distress. Remember, it's perfectly okay to prioritize your safety and well-being over someone else's feelings, especially if you have doubts about their intentions. Remember, scammers often use emotional manipulation to gain your trust. They might play on your sympathies, share heart-wrenching stories, or pretend to be in dire situations to elicit your help. Emotional manipulation is a common tactic used to create a sense of urgency and compel you to act without thinking. They might tell you elaborate stories, share fake photos, or create a persona that seems too good to be true. Scammers are often skilled at crafting believable narratives and using fake images to support their stories. It's important to remain skeptical and question the authenticity of the information they provide, or even pretend to have common interests. They might mirror your hobbies, passions, and values to create a sense of connection and trust. This tactic is designed to make you feel like you've found a kindred spirit, but it's often just a ploy to gain your confidence. Always verify the information they provide. Take the time to fact-check their stories and cross-reference any details they share. Look for inconsistencies or discrepancies that might indicate they're not being truthful. It's better to be thorough and cautious than to take everything at face value. Use tools like reverse image searches to check if the photos they send you are genuine. This can help you determine if the images have been taken from other sources or if they're being used by multiple profiles. Reverse image searches are a valuable tool in identifying potential scams, and never hesitate to ask for a video call to confirm their identity. Video calls can provide a level of assurance that you're speaking to the person they claim to be. If they consistently avoid video calls or make excuses, it could be a sign that they're hiding something. Additionally, be wary of anyone who avoids answering specific questions or gives vague responses. If they seem reluctant to share details about their life or evade your questions, it could indicate that they're not being honest with you, or tries to rush the relationship forward. Scammers often try to accelerate the pace of the relationship to quickly gain your trust and access to your personal information. If someone is pushing for a fast commitment or making you feel pressured, it's a red flag. These are classic tactics used to lower your defenses. By creating a sense of urgency or overwhelming you with attention, scammers aim to make you less cautious and more likely to fall for their schemes. Stay alert and protect yourself by recognizing these red flags early on. Being aware of these tactics can help you stay one step ahead and avoid becoming a victim. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to take action if something doesn't feel right. By staying vigilant and informed, you can safeguard yourself and others from falling victim to online scams. Educate yourself about common scam tactics and share this knowledge with friends and family to help protect them as well. you can safeguard yourself and others from falling victim to online scams. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay safe out there. The more we know and share about these red flags, the better equipped we are to navigate the digital world safely. And stay safe out there. Dealing with net trolls, Gap 5S. Net trolls are individuals who deliberately provoke and upset others online. They often hide behind the anonymity of the internet, using fake profiles or pseudonyms to shield their true identities. This anonymity can embolden them to say things they would never dare to say in person. Their goal is to elicit a strong emotional response from their targets. Whether it's anger, sadness, or frustration, they thrive on creating chaos and distress. Trolls often infiltrate online communities, forums, and social media platforms, leaving inflammatory comments and starting arguments. They may target individuals or groups, and their tactics can range from subtle jabs to outright harassment. The more attention they receive, the more they are encouraged to continue their disruptive behavior. If you encounter a troll, do not engage with them. Engaging with trolls can escalate the situation and give them the satisfaction they seek. Instead, take a step back and assess the situation calmly. Remember, your response can either diffuse or fuel the troll's behavior. It's often best to ignore their comments and not give them the attention they crave. Block and report their accounts. Most social media platforms and online communities have tools to help you manage unwanted interactions. Use the block and report functions to remove the troll from your digital space. Reporting their behavior can also help platform moderators take appropriate action against them, potentially preventing them from targeting others. Remember, your mental health is more important than responding to negativity. Taking care of your well-being should always be a priority. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed or distressed by online interactions, take a break. Step away from the screen, engage in activities that bring you joy, and surround yourself with supportive people. Trolls often seek attention, and any response from you can fuel their behavior. By ignoring them, you deny them the satisfaction of knowing they've affected you. This can sometimes lead them to move on and find other targets. It's important to remember that their actions are a reflection of their own issues, not a reflection of your worth or value. Instead, focus on maintaining a positive online environment. Engage with content and people that uplift and inspire you. Contribute to discussions that are constructive and supportive. By fostering a positive digital space, you can help counteract the negativity spread by trolls and create a more welcoming online community. Utilize platform tools to report abusive behavior and encourage others to do the same. Many platforms have guidelines and tools in place to combat harassment and abuse. Familiarize yourself with these tools and use them when necessary. Encourage your friends and community members to do the same, creating a collective effort to keep the online space safe and respectful. Together, we can make the internet a safer space for everyone. By standing up against trolls and supporting each other, we can create a more positive and inclusive online environment. Remember, every small action counts, and collectively, we can make a significant impact. Stay strong and remember, it's always okay to disconnect and take a break from the digital world for your well-being. Taking time to recharge and focus on the real world can help you return to the digital space with a clearer mind and a